Abby Babcock, senior, middle hitter, and I ran over the new kid's dog.
Emma Honeycutt, senior, outside hitter, and I can't tell my left from my right when I'm driving.
Aisha Calhoun, senior, DS, and I have to do 10 push-ups every time Mr. Kinney hears me say shut up.
Caitlin Cheney, senior, back row, and I haven't broke my thumb since track season.
Jade Roach, junior, middle hitter, and I've been out the last 2 seasons because of stupid injuries.
Jalen Miller, junior, middle hitter, and oh no, I don't have a fun fact.
Heather Skimper, junior, middle blocker and setter, and when I was in 6th grade I forgot to put water in my instant mac and cheese and I made the whole school smell like smoke.
Taryn Sides, junior, all around, and I have a birthmark shaped as a star.
Kyla Kinney, junior, middle, and I love Jesus.
Trinity Gross, junior, I play all around, and the first thing I'm buying for college is a cat.
Taysha Calhoun, sophomore, all around, and I'm taller than my sister.
Cadence Corman, sophomore, right side, and I'm actually a twin.
Sophia Ripple, sophomore, setter, and I'm actually a twin.
Harley Glenn, sophomore, right side hitter, and last year my brown truck broke down.
Caitlin Rossi, freshman, DS and libero, and I may or may not be the shortest on the team.
Kayla Jacobs, freshman, setter, and my nickname is Squash.
Emma Shields, freshman, middle hitter, and I'm not that tall.
Carissa Keaton, freshman, setter, and I have daddy's money.
Bryn Billings, freshman, middle hitter, and I used to be a brunette.
Callie Leidig, freshman, right side hitter, and I like to play piano.
Jenna Storrs, freshman, libero, and I'm taller than my mom and sister.
Cody Wood, freshman, setter, and I've never dyed my hair.
Carmen Mans, freshman, DS, and my nickname is Carmelo.
Ryan Moffitt, freshman, right side hitter, and I shop way too much.
Kayla Ragsdale, freshman, DS, and I have a Camaro.
Wants to get into that situation. So, Panthers up first will take on Oakley here tonight in this afternoon's late game here, starting here in just a couple minutes. Oakley comes in with a record of 8-21. Panthers come in with a record of 20-11. So the Panthers looking to increase their overall record, trying to get their win, a couple wins here tonight to move on into the MCL tournament. Here on Saturdays that they're hosting, they may as well just be one of the teams in the tournament. So now the officials have taken their spots on the court. There's a signal. Teams will go to the end court, and then they will come and congratulate each other or wish each other good luck in tonight's contest. So the Panthers look like they will start with a very familiar lineup with Babcock, Honeycutt, Sides, Gross, Corbin, and Kenny. So the Panthers will do that. The barrel will be Storrs here tonight. So the officials now will get their lineup cards, and they should be just moments away from start of tonight's action. I believe it looks like they are checking their lineup cards. We will see who serves first to start tonight's ball game. Again, Oakley comes in with a record of 8-21. Panthers are 20-11 on the season. Now, looks like the Panthers will start to serve. So Storrs will come in, Kenny will come out, and as soon as officials signal they're ready, we'll be ready to start the 2021 MCL tournament here from Phillipsburg. Honeycutt back to serve. Her serve comes across, pass forward nicely by Oakley. They set the ball to the outside. The ball's rolled across, blocked, but the ball falls on the Panther side. So Oakley starts out 1-0 here in set number 1. These two teams met way back start of the season. Panthers 1 and 2 straight. Serve comes across. Storrs gets the ball to side. Sides goes outside to Babcock. Babcock goes cross court, and it's now 1-1. Abby makes good on her first attempt. So now going back will be Cheney as Cheney has come in and Gross sets down. She will be back to serve for the Panthers. Serves a high floater, comes across, passes forward. They set the ball again to the far outside. Ball is rolled across. Honeycutt plays it, sides now. Gets it to Babcock. Babcock has it blocked, picked up by the Panthers. And now they go back over and Storrs has to free the ball across. And it goes out the back. Point for Oakley. 2-1, Oakley on top. When these teams met, Panthers won 25-15, 25-17. But again, that was way back at the start of the season. So Oakley back serving. Serve comes across. Storrs gets it to side. Side sets it up again to Babcock. Babcock just tips it over. And it finds the floor, and it's now 2-2. Now, Corbin back to serve for the Panthers. Serve comes across, picked up nicely. Ball is close to net, blocked at the net by the Panthers. Now it goes over the Panthers. Sides goes outside to Kitty. Kitty hits it hard and out. Point for Oakley. 2-3, Oakley on top here in set number 1. Serve comes across. Storrs lets it go, and it's out the back, and now we're all tied at 3-3. So a service error there for Oakley. Now Babcock is back to serve. Kenny Honeycutt up front for the Panthers, and the ball is hit out of bounds. Point for the Panthers, and they take a lead of 4-3. First lead for the Panthers here in set number 1. Again, Babcock with the short serve. And it's an ace serve, 5-3. Panthers up by 2 here in set number 1. So back goes Babcock to serve once again. Serve again, a high floater, popped up nicely. They set the ball to the outside. Ball's rolled across. Honeycutt pops it up now. Babcock sets it to Honeycutt. Honeycutt goes cross court and out of bounds. By 4, Panthers on top here by 1. Serve comes across. Babcock to sides. Outside to Honeycutt. Honeycutt just shoots it across. Picked up easily by Oakley. Now they set the ball to the outside. It's tipped across. Honeycutt can't get to that one. And it's all tied 5-5. Five to 5 here. Starting set number 1. Serve comes across. Babcock gets inside. Sides bumps it up to Babcock. Now she shoots it across. Picked up by Oakley. Now they set the ball in the back row. And it's rolled across. Cheney makes a nice save. Set outside to Honeycutt. Honeycutt tips it. Partially blocked. And can't quite be saved. So point for the Panthers. 6-5. Panthers on top by 1. Now Cheney comes out. Gross comes back in. And Sides is back to serve for the Panthers. Side serve comes across. Popped up to the near side. Now they set the ball in the middle, and it's rolled across again. Sides to Gross. Gross gets it over to Storrs. Storrs shoots it across. Picked up by Oakley. They set the ball again to the far side. Ball is partially blocked. Picked up by nobody. Nobody picked up the second hit, and it's all tied 6-6. So back and forth we go here in set number 1. Served by Oakley, comes across. Storrs gets it sides. Sides called for a lift as she tried to dig it out. And Oakley back on top. 7-6 here in set number 1. Again, serve, high floater. Picked up. Babcock's got to get it. Now they just roll the ball across. Oakley on the attack. Set the ball in the middle. Ball's hit out the back. Point for the Panthers, and we're all tied up 7-7. So now going back to serve for the Panthers will be Stores. Serve comes across. Popped up close to net. Corbin goes up and hits the ball down as the overpass come across. And she played the ball perfectly. And it's 8-7 now. Panthers back up by 1. Again, Stores with the serve. Passed right to the center. Again, they go to the middle. Ball's tipped across. Sides gets it. Corbin sets it over to Gross. Gross goes down line. Picked up by Oakley. And now ball is free to cross. Sides again. Gets it to Corbin. Corbin goes outside again to Gross. Gross has it. Picked up. Now Honeycutt attacks. Picked up by the back row. Popped over and it's on the Panther side. Honeycutt to sides. Outside to Gross. Gross gets it into the net. And we're all tied 8-8. Serve comes across. Popped up by the Panthers. Now the bump set goes and it's tipped over by Corbin. Picked up by Oakley. It tipped the ball over. Picked up by the Panthers and now bumped across. Oakley on the attack. Set the ball on the far side. Rolled across. Picked up by the Panthers. Set goes outside to Gross. Gross tips it. Tips it out of bounds. Point for Oakley. Oakley back in the lead now. 8-9. 2 back-to-back hitting errors by Gross. Now Stores pops it up. Now it'll be hit over by Gross. And Oakley is called to the net. Point for the Panthers. And we're all tied again at 9-9. So now Honeycutt will go back to serve. We've made 1 rotation. All tied up here, 9-9. Honeycutt serve. Picked up and popped over. Stores makes a diving set. Now they get the ball over to Honeycutt. Honeycutt pops it over. Now set to the near side. Tipped over. Panthers diving around and Panthers can't get it over. Point for Oakley. Oakley playing a lot better this time around than they did early in the year. Panthers now lead or trail it by 1, 9-10. Oakley back to serve. High serve comes across. Popped up. Set to the outside. Babcock just rolls one across. Picked up easily by Oakley. Bump set goes to the outside. Ball is rolled across. Sides is there. Corbin sets it for Babcock. Babcock rolls across. Picked up. Ball goes across. Sides is there again. Corbin again sets it to Babcock. This time Babcock can't get on top of it. Hits it out. And it's now 11-9. Oakley up by 2 here in set number 1. Serve comes across. Corbin decides. Back to Babcock. Babcock this time unloads. Picked up by nobody. And it's a point for the Panthers. Nobody there for Oakley for the second hit. And it's now 10-11. Panthers down by 1. Now Gross goes out. Cheney comes in to serve. Serve comes across. Popped up. Corbin goes up. Hits it over. And Oakley can't get it. So Corbin attacking on the first hit. And it's all tied up 11-11. Cheney will continue to serve for the Panthers. Serve comes across. Popped up. And now will be free to cross and out the backside. Panthers regain the lead at 12-11. So back and forth we go with the lead change here as Cheney continues to serve. Her serve comes across. Popped up by Oakley, set in the middle. Ball's popped across. Cheney is there. Sides gets it to Babcock. Babcock goes across and in. Point for the Panthers. 13-11. Panthers now up by 2. Matching. No, that is their biggest lead. Up by 2. Cheney again with a good hard serve. Picked up nicely. Set the ball again right to the middle. Ball's hit. Picked up by the Panthers. Now Corbin attacks it. Gets it into the net. And it's now a point for Oakley. 13-12. Panthers up by 1. Here in set number 1. Serve comes across. Honeycutt pops it up. Now the ball set to Corbin to the far side. Partially blocked. And can't get it. And we have a net violation on Oakley. So it's a point for the Panthers. And it's 14-12. Panthers. Now Kenny comes in. Stores goes out. And Corbin is back to serve for the Panthers. Her serve comes across. Picked up nicely by Oakley. Set the ball in the middle. Ball's partially blocked. And back over by Babcock. And Oakley again on the attack in the middle. Ball's blocked again. Popped up, and this time Oakley can't get up. Get it on the second hit, and it's 15-12. Panthers now with a 3-point lead here in set number 1. Corbin again with the high floater. Popped up. The bump set goes right in the middle, and it's hit into the net. And it's now 16-12. Panthers up by 4. And a timeout called by Oakley. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Volleyball here on KQ.
I'm Gracie Jessup. I'm a senior at Phillipsburg High School, and I'm one of MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com's event managers. We'd like the event calendar on our site to be one calendar you go to find all the happenings that are going on in Phillips County. We plan on putting all Phillips County school events, church events, chamber events, fundraisers, suppers, you name it. We'd like to add it to our event calendar. If you have an event you'd like to add to the calendar, simply go to MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com, click on the events heading, click on add an event, fill out all the information about your event, and then click submit. Once we receive your submission, we'll review it and add it to the site. We look forward to adding your event to our calendar. Thank you. Hello, I'm Gracie Jessup. I'm a senior at Phillipsburg High School, and I'm one of MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com's event managers. We'd like the event calendar.
Panthers hold a 16-12 lead. Corbin will be back continuing to serve for the Panthers, who have scored last 4 or 5 points to kind of take a little bit of a lead here. Corbin's serve comes across. Ball's passed forward. They set the ball on the far outside. Rolled across. Honeycutt is in the back. Sides, gets it to Babcock. Babcock has it out the block. Picked up by Oakley. Again, they set it to get to the outside. Ball's hit and in as Oakley went down the line. Point for Oakley, and it's now 16-13. Panthers still lead by 3. Oakley with the serve. Storrs gets passed right to Sides. Sides leaves it for Babcock. Babcock hits it, down and in. And it's a point for the Panthers. 17-13. Panthers on top by 4 once again. And now Babcock will rotate back to serve. Her serve comes across. Popped up. Set right again. And now Kenny goes up. Tips the ball across. And point for the Panthers. 18-13. Panthers open up their biggest lead here at 5 points. Now Babcock back serving once again. Popped up nicely by Oakley. Sent the ball to the back row attack, and she hits it. Soares is there for the Panthers. Sides goes outside to Honeycutt. Honeycutt hits it hard. Picked up, and Oakley can't quite get to it. Now it's 19-13. Panthers up by 6. Babcock again with the serve. Popped up, set to the outside. Ball never gets over the net. 4 hits, and that's another point for the Panthers, and it's now 20-13. Panthers now up by 7 here. They're retrieving the ball that went behind us. Panthers lead it by 7. Again, Babcock once again will be back to serve here in set number 1. Panthers trying to take a little control here in this first set. Babcock serve again. Popped up nicely, bumped up, and now the attack from the back row. Comes across, Storrs is there for the Panthers. Sides leaves it for Kenny. Kenny hits it across, picked up in the back row. Now set again to the outside, just shot across. Cheney to Sides, to Babcock, who hits it out the back. Point for Oakley, and it's now 20-14. Panthers still lead it by 6 here in set number 1. Oakley back serving. Serve comes across. Babcock gets it to Sides. Sides goes across, and Honeycutt just pops it over. Finds the open hole, and 21-14. Point for the Panthers. So Sides back to serve for the Panthers. Serve comes across. Set in the middle by Oakley. Ball is hit. Babcock is there. The bump set goes. And now Gross hits it. And Oakley can't get that one as Gross goes deep in the court. And it's now 22-14. Panthers open up an 8-point lead here in set number 1. Sides with the short serve. Popped up nicely by Oakley. And now they'll free the ball across. Babcock gets it to Sides. Sides leaves it for Kenny. Kenny hits it hard. out the back, and it's a point for Oakley. (22-15). Panthers on top here in set number 1. Served by Oakley, comes across. Storrs gets it to sides, goes across court to Gross. Gross hits it hard, picked up in the back row. Now the bump set is right to the far side. Ball's tipped over. Gross digs. Panthers dig it up. They get it across. And now Oakley sets it right in the middle. Ball's blocked right by Kenny. Now Oakley again sets it to the outside. Again it's blocked by Kenny. And Honeycutt was right there. Point for the Panthers is 23-15. Panthers up.
Hello.
Oakley calls
I'm
timeout. We're back
a
after this
senior at
timeout. You're listening to Panther
Phillipsburg High School and a member
Volleyball
of
here on
MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com.
KQMA and the
We
World
want to
Wide
take a
Web.
moment to thank all of our Facebook followers who continue to read, like, and share the stories that we post. We also want to remind our followers that MyPCO is much more than just a Facebook page. We're working hard to bring you local stories that you won't find on any other online news source. If you want a great online source for local news, go to MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com. Our homepage has featured stories, but you can also click on news at the top for more stories. Want even more local stories? Click on Phillips County area to find even more. Thanks again for supporting My Phillips County Online. Hello, I'm Andrew LaRue, a senior at Phillipsburg High School and a member of MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Chuck Miller
We want
Jim
to
here
take a
in
moment
Phillipsburg.
to thank all of our Facebook followers who continue to
2
read,
points away from
like,
winning
and
set
share.
number 1 against Oakley. They lead at 23-15. Storrs will be back to serve for the Panthers. Officials are in their spots, and we look like we're ready to resume play. Storrs with a good serve. Passed up, set right in the middle. Ball is tipped across, sides is there. Now Corbin sets the ball outside to Gross. Gross hits it, picked up in the back row, bumped up, and now the ball will be freed. Doesn't quite get over the net. Point for the Panthers is 24-15. Set point here, set number 1. Panthers leading at 24-15. Serve again, comes across, bumped up, popped over, and Panthers now will free the ball across. Oakley with the ball. Set goes right to the far side, and they can't get it over. And that ends set number 1. Panthers win set number 1 by the score of 25-15. So the Panthers, we'll see what they can do in set number 2.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community matters most.
We're here for you.
Firebolt Ag, located in Phillipsburg and in Norton, is a full-service fertilizer and chemical company that is here to help you increase your yields and profits. Count on Firebolt Ag to provide you professional and friendly service. We also provide cash marketing with our ag consultant and have options for crop insurance as well. Firebolt Ag, farmers helping farmers succeed.
Hi?
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Coombs Trucking, Dana Granman at American Family Insurance, Firebolt Ag LLC, and Farmers National Bank. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County Online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pockabeer at Phillipsburg High School, or email news@mykansasonline.com.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support.
As the winners of the pools will come to Phillipsburg, and there will be a quad, so everybody will play each other round robin on Saturday starting at 1 o'clock using both gyms, so it'll go fairly quickly. So officials look over their time card, lineup cards, look like everything's ready. Oakley will start to serve this match in the second set. Serve comes across, Honeycutt decides to Gross. Gross pops it over, picked up by Oakley. Bump set goes to the far outside, rolled across. Honeycutt's there for the Panthers. Sides again, now sets it right back to Honeycutt. Off the tip, picked up, bump forward, and again the attack. Picked up by Babcock. Again, now they set the ball outside to Gross. Gross hits it hard, and goes up, comes back down, and it's a point for the Panthers as the ball was hit the basket, and Oakley could not recover. 1-0, Panthers on top here in set number 2. Honeycutt with a good hard serve, picked up nicely by Oakley. They sent it again to the far side, just rolled across, blocked right at the net by Corbin and Babcock, and it's now 2-0. Panthers on top here in set number 2. Honeycutt will continue to serve for the Panthers. Her high serve comes across, pass forward, and Oakley can't get to the second hit, and now it's 3-0. Panthers start quickly here in set number 2. Honeycutt doing a good job from the service line. Again, her serve is good, picked up, and Oakley again can't come up with it. And that's 4-0. Panthers on top early here in set number 2. So, again, Honeycutt serving. High floater comes across, popped up. Bump set goes to the far outside, rolled back across. Gross is there. Now they back set it to Babcock. Babcock gets it across, picked up nicely. The set goes to the outside. Ball's hit. Honeycutt picks it up, and the Panthers can't come up with that. And so Oakley is on the board at 4-1. Panthers lead here in set number 2. Now serve comes across. Honeycutt with a good pass. Sides, goes outside to Babcock. Babcock hits it off the block. Point for the Panthers as Oakley cannot dig it out. 5-1. Now Cheney comes in. Gross goes out. Cheney will be back to serve for the Panthers. Cheney back serving. Serve comes across. Pass forward right to the center. And they set the ball to the backside. It has to be free to cross. Stores to the sides to Corbin, and Corbin tips the ball over. Point for the Panthers. 6-1. Panthers on top here in set number 2. Again, Cheney back serving. Her serve comes across. Nice pass to the center. Again, they go to the far side. Ball's rolled across. Corbin to sides to Babcock. Babcock hits it high and out of bounds. 6-2. Panthers on top by 4 here in set number 2. Oakley back serving. Serve catches the net. Point for the Panthers. Now Stores comes out. Kenny comes in, and Corbin will be back to serve for the Panthers. Corbin's serve comes across. Pass back over. Panthers have to pop it up, and now it's back over. Now hit across again. Panthers in control now. They set the ball on the outside, tipped across by the Panthers. Now the ball is hit off the block, and Cheney can't come up with that hit, as that was one of the better hits for Oakley. 7-3, Panthers up by 4, and Oakley will go back to serve here in set number 2. Serve comes across. Stores gets it to sides. They go outside to Kenny. Kenny hits it, and it's blocked at the net. Point for Oakley. 7-4. Oakley trying to cut into the Panther lead here. Cheney with a good pass. Now Babcock goes out to Kenny. Kenny hits it out the side, and it's 7-5. Panthers lead, been cut to 2. Serving in, comes across, Cheney with a good pass. Sides down, goes to Babcock. Babcock sends it down and in. Point for the Panthers, 8-5. Babcock now back to serve for the Panthers. Her serve catches the net. Point for Oakley, and that's the first service there that I remember for the Panthers. Now, serve comes across. Babcock pops it up. Bump set goes up, and Kenny just rolls one across. Oakley on the attack. Set the ball in the middle. Ball's hit left-handed, and a lift is called by the officials, and it's now 8-7. Panthers still with a 1-point lead here in set number 2. Oakley with the serve, and it's an ace serve. 8-8. Oakley ties it up. That's exactly where we were in set number 1, 8-8. Now Oakley again back to serve. Storrs pops it up, sides bumps it forward, and Honeycutt rolls it across. Picked up by Oakley. Now they set the ball to the outside. Ball is hit, crossed, and Panthers scrambling around, and Kenny hits it. Picked up by Oakley. Now the bump set right in the middle. Ball is tipped across, picked up, and Oakley can't quite get to that one. Point for the Panthers. 9-8. Panthers on top by 1. Gross will come in. Cheney will sit down, and Sides goes back to serve for the Panthers. Panthers up by 1 here in set number 2. Excuse me. Serve comes across, non-handled. Point for the Panthers. 10-8 in set number 2. Panthers, of course, won the first set 25-15, trying to close out Oakley in 2 straight sets. Sides again with a good serve. Ball's popped up. Ball sent to the outside, and 2 hits called, and it's 11-8. Panthers now with a 3-point lead. Sides continues to serve. Serve again comes across, popped up, and now will be shot across. Blocked by, and now it will be shot across. Babcock to Sides. Sides to Kenny. Kenny shoots it across, picked up by Oakley. Popped out to the outside, rolled across. Babcock again. Sides gets it across. Oakley on the attack. To the outside, ball is hit in the net. Point for the Panthers. Wasn't pretty, a lot of scramble, a lot of hustle, but Panthers come up with the point and now lead at 12-8. Sides again with a good serve. Passed up, bumped forward, and now shot across. Sides to Honeycutt. Oh, dug out by Kenny, and now Oakley on the attack. They sent to the backside, and it's rolled across. Babcock to Sides. Sides to Gross. Gross hits it hard, picked up. Oakley scrambles around, gets the ball over. Babcock, Sides, once again. Kenny tips it, picked up. And Oakley can't quite get that one over as it rolled around on the tape. But came back on Oakley's side. And a timeout called by Oakley as we're back. You're listening to Panther Volleyball here on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Coombs Trucking, Dana Grandman at American Family Insurance, Firebolt Ag LLC, and Farmers National Bank. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Ken Pockabeer at Phillipsburg High School, or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by
15. So the Panthers trying to get that win over Oakley to move on here in the MCL tournament, as they will take on Trigo in their next match. But before that, it will be Oakley and Trigo doing battle to see who will, if they can even up their records or get a win in that second match. Sides back to serve. Their serve again comes across, bump forward, and now will be tossed across. Babcock to Sides. Sides to Honeycutt. Honeycutt rolls one across, picked up in the back row. Now again the set right in the middle, partially blocked, and Gross can't come up with it as it's a point for Oakley. 13-9. Panther lead is 4. Oakley with the serve. Honeycutt to sides, right back to Babcock in the back row, and Oakley can't run that one down. Nice effort, but just could not quite come up with it. And it's now 14-9. Panthers on top by 5. So now, Storrs will be back in as Corbin comes in. Kenny sits down. Storrs serves as a low ace serve. 15-9. Panthers doing a good job serving here, being aggressive, getting the ball over, keeping it in play. I only have one service there so far. Storrs again with a good hard serve. Ball's passed over, popped up, and Babcock just shoots it across. Now the set to the outside by the Plainsmen. Carson tipped, and it falls on the Panthers side, and it's now 15-10. Panthers still on top by 5 here in set number 2. Oakley with the serve, and it doesn't get to the net. Point for the Panthers, and it's 16-10. Now Honeycutt back to serve once again. Short serve comes across and not handled. 17-10. Panthers open up a 7-point lead here on Oakley. Honeycutt will continue to serve for the Panthers, leading it by 7. Her serve comes across, popped up nicely, set ball, and now it's shot across. Sides to Corbin. Corbin to Babcock. Babcock just rolls it across, picked up in the back row. Now the set goes, and the attack from the backside is out, is in. Catches the line. Point for Oakley, 17-11. Panthers lead is 6 here in set number 2. Oakley back serving. Serve comes across. Pass forward by Corbin. Side sets it outside to Babcock. Babcock nails it, and she got on top of that one and puts it in the ground. And it's now 18-11. Now Gross goes out. Cheney comes in, and Cheney will be back to serve for the Panthers. Cheney with the serve. Comes across. Popped up nicely by Oakley. Now the back set to the near side, and it's hit in the net. Point for the Panthers. 19-11. Panthers up by 8 here in set number 2. Again, Cheney back to serve. Serve comes across, popped up. Now ball's hit across. Honeycutt pops it up. Cheney runs it down, and Corbin shoots it across. Now Oakley with the back set. Cross. Cheney is there for the Panthers. Sides. Sets it to Babcock, and Babcock just times a jump, and it's a point for Oakley. 19-12. Well, wait a minute. No, they say Oakley must have been in the net. It's a point, so it's 20, so the Panthers get a point, even be by the embarrassment. Cheney with the serve, comes across. They set the ball outside. It's tipped across, picked up by Storrs. Now Panthers on the attack. Ball hit off the block, and Corbin gets the point. 21-11. Panthers now up by 10. And a timeout call by Oakley as we're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Volleyball here on KQM8 and the World Wide Web.
That we post. We also want to remind our followers that MyPCO is much more than just a Facebook page. We're working hard to bring you local stories that you won't find on any other online news source. If you want a great online source for local news, go to myphillipscountyonline.com. Our homepage has featured stories, but you can also click on news at the top for more stories. Want even more local stories? Click on Phillips County area to find even more. Thanks again for supporting My Phillips County Online. Hello. I'm Andrew LaRue, a senior at Phillipsburg High School and a member of myphillipscountyonline.com. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Facebook followers who continue to read, like, and share the stories that we post.
After the MCL tournament, all that's left is the sub-state. That sub-state, I believe, is down in Russell next week from this Saturday, and they will try to get down to the state tournament once again. So Cheney back to serve. Ball's passed forward, bumped up, and now it's rolled across. Cheney's there for the Panthers. Sides. Sets it to Babcock. Babcock got the block, picked up by the Panthers, and now Jacobs shoots it across. Jacobs into the ball game for the Panthers. Now the ball is tipped across. Panthers pull it up, and Sides gets it across. The bump set goes, and it stays on Trigo side, or on Oakley side. Point for the Panthers, and it's 22-11. Panthers now just 3 points away from the win. Serve again by Cheney is a good one. They set the ball in the middle. Ball's rolled across. Sides is there. Cheney sets it outside to Corbin hits it hard. Picked up. Now it's popped across. Storrs gets it to Sides to Babcock, and Babcock gets it out. 22-12. Panthers still with a 10-point lead. Now Oakley back to serve. Cheney gets it, and Panthers can't come up with it as not a good pass. So a point for Oakley, and it's 22-13. Oakley again back to serve. Cheney gets it to Sides. They bump it outside to Babcock. Babcock gets it down and in, and it's 23-13 now. Panthers 2 points away from closing out this match. Now Kenny comes in, Storrs sets down, and Corbin will go back to serve for the Panthers. Serve by Corbin comes across, pass forward, and Babcock goes up and puts it down. The overpass comes across, and now the Panthers are at set and match point as Corbin will try to end the match right here with an ace serve. Her serve comes across, and it is not handled, so it's not an ace, but Oakley could not come up with it, so the Panthers win the second set.
PhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Coombs Trucking, Dana Granman at American Family Insurance, Firebolt Ag LLC, and Farmers National Bank. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pockabeer at Phillipsburg High School, or email news@mykansasonline.com. Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these My Phillips County Online.com sponsors: